When Project 2025 was first brought to light, and in it, it was said that Trump would or should pick a bunch of loyalists to be in his cabinet. This is a prime example of that. Kash Patel is a Trump loyalist. More controversial picks for 45, aka Trump, and his upcoming cabinet. I spoke about a few last week or so. This week, I want to highlight two more that's very controversial. Tulsi Gabbard. If confirmed, Tulsi Gabbard will become the U.S. Director of National Intelligence. And the reason this is controversial, some accuse her of being a Russian sympathizer. She had a controversial meeting with the Syrian leader, Bashar al-Assad, in 2017. And now she would oversee 18 U.S. spy agencies, and she would be a steward of the nation's top secrets. Louis Lukens, he's a retired diplomat who served as the deputy chief of missions at the U.S. Embassy in London during Trump's first administration. He told BBC that Tulsi's dubious judgment could give allies reasons to question how safe it is to share intelligence with the U.S. Tulsi has blamed NATO and the Biden administration for Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Tulsi herself was even placed on the TSA watch list briefly for her foreign travels. Mitt Romney, he's a Republican senator. He posted on social media that Tulsi was parroting false Russian propaganda and spreading treasonous lies. But this the type of people Trump seemed to love to be around. Like almost every one of his picks has some kind of controversy about them. But this is a matter of national security to have someone like Tulsi. If what is being alleged about her regarding her visits and her comments that she has done publicly is actually what people fear them to be, is an issue for sure, if she's going to be the U.S. Director of National Intelligence. So that's one. Another pick that has just been released that is extremely controversial is the pick for FBI Director, Kash Patel. When Project 2025 was first brought to light, and in it, it was said that Trump would or should pick a bunch of loyalists to be in his cabinet. This is a prime example of that. Kash Patel is a Trump loyalist. This would give him the power to carry out Trump's threats to go against his political opponents. The current FBI director, Christopher Wray, he himself was appointed by Trump. This position isn't one that gets swapped out with every presidency. This position, they have a term of 10 years. And historically, most have spent their whole 10 years until it was up. And that has gone through different presidents. The fact that Trump wants to get rid of someone that he himself appointed is very telling. Christopher Wray has 3 more years left of his term if he were to ride out the full, but Trump has been critical of Christopher Wray in the midst of all of the allegations and the raids that happened with Mar-a-Lago. So now he's coming in with this new vengeance for this second term, and he wants to get rid of this guy who he appointed himself and replace him with the loyalists who will go after his enemies, or, you know, he could just point the finger and have Kash do his bidding for him. According to CNN, they say even among Trump's loyalists, Patel is widely viewed as a controversial figure and relentless self-promoter whose value to the president-elect largely derives from a shared disdain for established power in Washington. Former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton compared Patel to Soviet leader Joseph Stalin's leader of the secret palace. He told CNN the Senate should reject this nomination 100-0. And this is a former Trump National Security Advisor that's saying this. Kash has heavily criticized the FBI in the past. In a podcast interview in September, he called for the agency's headquarters in Washington, D.C. to be dismantled and turned into a museum of the deep state. And of course, he ridiculed the FBI for the search warrant of Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence that I just mentioned. In a 2023 interview with Steve Bannon, who's also a former Trump advisor, Kash Patel said the Justice Department under Trump would, quote unquote, come after members of the media. He said, yes, we are going to come after the people in the media who lied about American citizens, who helped Joe Biden rig presidential elections. We're going to come after you. We see why Trump wants to appoint him and get rid of this other guy who he appointed. So these are just two more controversial picks. By next week, I'm sure we'll have some more, but we still got to see if these will be confirmed, how many of them will actually be confirmed, because you got people from both sides, Republicans and Democrats, that are opposed to some of these picks. So we'll see what happens when it comes to the Senate and voting time for them. Thank you for watching. If you rock with your boy, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, it's called Holliewood and Friends, which means I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the topics I just discussed. I appreciate you. New episodes every Monday night. Until next time, deuces.